So we've been down at the river for about an hour now digging. I've gotten excited. We've come across something that I really like. It looks just perfect.
Didn't really go past the clay, so we're thinking it settles in all this oxidation right here, just above the clay, which is about a layer like that.
And all that rusty soil there, and I think that this is a little pastry. So we were very excited to find this. I test panned it yesterday, and I was close to 60 colors in this stuff, so I'm very, very excited about it. Anyway, we're going to go hard. We're going to chase this thing till it's done, and we'll see how it looks. So I guess we'll just dig the same spot as yesterday and stuff, but it should be cool.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi.
I'm Don.
I'm Lana.
Thanks for tuning into Don and Lana's Adventures. We're out here at our favorite spot by the North Saskatchewan. Did some panning and some digging yesterday. Came across something very interesting. Had some nice colors, so we're going to go back and take another look today. See if we can see what we pull out of the ground. We're up here. I've got Steven's here, Donald's here.
Brittany.
Brittany is here. My granddaughter is here. So it's going to be a fun trip. We'll probably check in with you from time to time and let you know how we're doing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Why is there so much gold here? This is the North Saskatchewan River. Most of Alberta, it's covered in a fine layer of gold dust everywhere. After the last ice skates, it all got ground up in the glaciers and got dumped in a nice little even layer all of Alberta. So if you go along the rivers and it's where it's eroded down to the gravel beds after that event of the glaciers, it dropped the rocks, and of course it all accumulated in different places. Anyway, let's take a look at the gravels and you'll see what I mean. So here in the North Saskatchewan, all the way along the river, there's basically 3 layers of gravel. There's one that sits up above me here, which is not terribly interesting. There's this layer right here, and then you go down another 1.5 feet, there's another layer. This layer here is probably the richest of what's along here. And what happens is, in the fall, when the water's flooding, it erodes it off the bank, carries it down the river, and then when it gets to spots where there's lower water depression, there's a drop, whatever, it drops into different areas. So this is what we're after, this area, this here. We're chasing this all the way along here. And then as we were chasing it, we ran into that clay layer. And on top of that clay layer, there's some nice rusty sands, and it's very promising. You're digging. Pay attention to the tailings coming out of your box. I'll tell you what you're in. I test all along the bank. We did little test holes before we decided to dig here. And one of the things we were looking for is specifically heavier rocks. If I see a collection of this kind of stuff, this is the heavier stuff in the thing. This here is very light comparatively speaking. But we start getting into these shinier rocks like these. This is quite heavy. I don't know what these things are called. I'm not a geologist. I just know that where I find a collection of heavier rocks, that tends to be where I find the gold. So there you go. Anyway, so look for the heavier stuff. For some reason, when I start seeing a lot of this stuff, seems to be a good spot. And another thing that generally gets me excited when I start seeing it is petrified wood. Petrified wood is fossil, it's mineralized, so it is quite heavy. So if I start seeing fossilized wood, I'm very happy. And these little shiny black rocks here, they smoothen off really good. They're a denser rock. good indication that you're into something better than other parts of the bank. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for. If I'm not seeing that in my tailings, I move, because, you know, it's probably not the best spot. A close-up of our tailings here. What we're looking for. You can see there's a splattering of those heavier rocks through it. That makes me happy. And another thing I look for in my tailings is what's coming off the end of my box. If I don't see this half-inch and smaller stuff piling up on the end of my box, that tells me that I'm probably in somebody's tailings, so I'm wasting my time. You're looking for a good collection of everything from little half-inch rocks to rocks that big coming out of your hole. That tells you you're in the ground that probably hasn't been dug before or quite a while, and it's the stuff that was settled in and has come down river run rocks, you know, moving that glacier gold down the river. It erodes it out of the side, brings it down, gold goes straight, drops it in the low spots. Any place that there's a depression causes a lower depression seems to be a pretty good spot. Hey, yeah, so we've been down at the river for about an hour now digging. I've gotten excited. We've come across something that I really like. It looks just perfect, and we're going after, you know, we're after the flood gold here, and I'm really excited about this. We've got a nice clay layer sitting all the way along here. The fresh stuff, heavy drops from this spring is landing right there. We're skimming it off. We did a test pan. Usually here in test pan, I usually see about 25 colors. In this test pan, it was close to 60. Very excited about it. Anyway, yeah, I think we might have hit a sweet spot. We'll check in with you later, and we'll see how it's going. All right. Action.
So here's the clay. And what we're thinking is the gold doesn't really go past the clay. So we're thinking it settles in all this oxidation right here, just above the clay, which is about a layer like that.
And all that rusty soil there, and I think that there's going to be this is a gold streak. This is a little pastry. So we were very excited to find this, and we fully expect to do quite well. Like I said, normally I test pan this bank. You know, in a pan I've got about 25 colors, 25 to 30 colors. This one here, I test panned it yesterday, and I was close to 60 colors in this stuff, so I'm very, very excited about it. Anyway, we're going to go hard. We're going to chase this thing till it's done, and we'll see how it looks.
Yeah, I come here all the way from Russia to help my Canadian friends.
Oh, fuck me. Look at this intercade map.
Ovo je jako puno zlata inače. Izgleda.
Oh, this is nice. We're gonna have to stand this up and clean this probably. We're getting it up.
Čisto ovako vadi. Sve treba jako dobro izribati, znači svaki miligram.
I always just pour the water back into the sluice box because if it carries any of the finer gold out with it, it's going to stay in the box.
Yeah. I znači pošto je zlato najteže, ono sve to. Ovo stvarno, evo, ovako izgleda kad ima stvarno puno zlata.
You're actually known to read, so.
Yes, I am. Nice little chunks in there.
Look at that, right in the sun.
All the way down to here. It behaves the same as gold.
Yeah.
So what you might be wondering is it has a really fine ripple, right?
Yeah.
But if I get a bigger piece of gold, that's a lead BB.
Oh.
It ain't moving.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because I've figured out exactly what to set up here, right? It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're getting that in your con, you're in a good spot because that's going to touch exactly the same place as the gold on the river because the density is very close, right?
Yeah. I'd be a little bit worried about the moss over the end, but we're not.
I say about 95% of it is getting caught all in here.
I would say that.
Look at this one, man.
So it's the last morning of this 2-week adventure up at the river. We found some okay gold. It was nice. Dalabar came down to visit, and yeah, so we showed him what he's looking for and how to dig it, and they took all of our gold and went home. So anyway, we got to go dig for more gold. Yeah, we worked around some rocks yesterday. Gold wasn't bad in there, but river's come up again, so I guess we'll have to just work the bench cut. Anyway, check with you soon. So here we are, we're all set. We'll do the final cleanup of the week. We love doing this, but like anybody else, after you've been digging a hole for a week and a half, it's nice to get to the the last clean out. Call it a weekend and clean it all up, see how you did, that kind of stuff. One thing is, I'm sure glad I went to the mats instead of, because miner's moss works well, but man, is it a pain in the you-know-what to do the cleanup. It takes a long time. Anyway, with this mat, it's much quicker. Just get in here, rinse that off, roll the mat in. Into the bucket. So now I run a little bit of water through the mechanism to get the rest of the dirt through. Got a gold pan on the end there to catch everything that comes off. Run of water down here, and now let's clean her up and see what we got.
Oh, I guess I'll keep that.
Hey guys, come and look at this. I haven't even got down in past the grace yet.
Holy shit, look at that, Don.
That's just from the dig this morning.
We did good.
I think we found a nice little spot there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to look like once we get it all together. Anyway, we'll run it through. Well, About halfway through the cons from this morning. And it's not looking teabag. If you don't get that reference, maybe look around the internet a little bit. I'm not going to name names because, you know, I don't want to. Nobody names my name. But, yeah, that's from a Canadian prospector, one of my favorite guys on YouTube. Not teabag. See what you can find. His videos are definitely worth watching. Close to the end. For 20 buckets, not going to complain. I mean, you know, not enough here to go to Disneyland, but it's still better than kicking the ass out of wet muckluck, that's for sure. I like it when we're going to see gold in the bottom of the pan when I'm doing this.